Hello my little art witches. We're here at the desk today to talk about our stories. My story, your story, our stories. Because I've created these diary pages, I'm here to show you how to play with them. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I just thought I'd give you just some little pointers and prompts and that sort of thing to get you motoring. So I would have liked to have done it when I first launched this earlier in the year, but there was that much going off that I've had to leave it to the middle of the month. So first of all, this is mine, which I've shown you before, that I printed all my diary pages out, these ready sort of slightly decorated pages for you to get going with, and my cover is just some cardboard, corrugated cardboard with some collage over it and a bit of paint splattered all over it. So I've used these rings that you can unclip to create this, but you can do whatever you want to do. You could use a file to keep them in, you could use them digitally. I'll show you how, I use mine digitally as well. I'm not doing it digitally this year because of a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to get more hands-on with it, and two, my iPad is getting slightly older and it doesn't like adding to it. So, and I need to use it when I make the PNG stickers. So I'm doing a little bit more handwritten and that sort of stuff this year. So this is my story and these are the pages. So you should already have January's and February's and the title pages. Unless you've bought the whole thing, you can buy the whole thing in my Patreon shop. So front cover, and then inside is things about you. So I've filled mine out, you do you, whatever you want to. Don't fill it out if you don't want to, whatever. And then we have the bookmark with our prompts on the back and our moon phases, because these are good things to help you get started when you write in your diary. You'll see I've already done 1 week's page here. So I will talk about that, but I'll talk about that in a bit. So we're going to come back to the diary pages. What I'm going to do first is show you why I did this and where the inspiration has come from. So I've kept diaries for, sort of arty diaries for, it must be 20 years. And even before then, I always had a notebook and always kept notes and things like that. But I started just sort of random writing in my diary a long, long time ago. And then recently, so as recent as sort of, I think it was when lockdown happened, and I got time on my hands, because before then, I was running the restaurant and didn't have an awful lot of time. And so I picked it up again and started doing it again. More intensely, if you like. So what got me going first was I saw this book, Syllabus by Lynda. I've talked about it before, but this changed the way I wrote my daily, weekly diary. I mean, I do morning pages as well, which is sort of just a bit of a rambling, but I keep that separately because it's not something that you should share. Morning pages are where you can just be brutally honest on the page, and you don't always want to share that with everybody. And I think it's good to have a private place to write as well. But as for recording your, what's happening in your life, and sometimes you can think, yeah, but nothing's happening, it's boring. It's not boring, trust me. If you just open your eyes, open your ears, and see how you feel, and write down what you do. So, Anyway, syllabus, life-changing for me. So it's a fabulous book. You know, well, as soon as I opened it, I wanted to do something like this. Now, it's always good, you know, when you find something that inspires you. There's nothing wrong with copying. Absolutely nothing wrong with copying. That's what every artist has ever done. It's what writers do. Everybody, you copy. You copy somebody who you look up to or that inspires you. And then as you're copying, you know, you progress. It starts to get your own flavour. So this is what happened with me. So I got this book and I just wanted to write like this. It's just fascinating, this is. She's a wonderful person and talks about art and drawing in such a way that makes you think, you know what, I'm just gonna draw. So what happened was, where is my little marker? So she comes to this, the diary format. Getting a page, dividing it up like this, and then filling it out with what did you see, what did you do, what did you hear, and a drawing from your day. So I started off by doing that. And each day I realised what lovely things were happening. Lovely little moments of joy or laughter, you know, that sort of thing. And so I did it like Lynda Barry for a little while, and then eventually I sort of settled for quite some time on this one. These are exercise books. These are Sylvine exercise books that I use. I mean, I don't use them at the moment, but you never know, I might go back to them because I absolutely love them. The paper is nice. It's oh, look at that. This sounds lovely, doesn't it? So I would decorate the cover with some acrylic paint and a bit of collage, and number them lot. That's 2023, number 9. So then each day I would paint the date in. I would put what moon phase it was, and then I would do these little sections, which obviously you see my planner is like that. This is how it's all developed. I would do these sections. I would then have my thoughts. So I would write down my thoughts for the day. There's a rune here as well. I would draw a card, a tarot card, an oracle card, whatever, and I would write down the meaning of that card there. Then I would distill these thoughts and this card into just one phrase, and then I would write that there, and I'd do a little doodle. So that's what I did every day. So I'll just show you through here how that worked. I mean, I used my own artwork. I used little bits of collage. Excuse me. Oh, I like her. I sometimes find them like a source of, like a library as well, where I can look back and think, oh yes, I like that. You see, just each day, a place to contemplate and do my little doodles, write my little phrases. And that was a sort of anchor point for me, artistically and writing. It's my anchor to do this. So, you see, looking at it, it makes me want to do it again in an exercise book. But I've got too much on my plate, so I can't do that at the moment. And looking back, you know, the things that I'd write, it's just lovely to record it and be able to look back. You see, I have a little bit of comic book drawings here, and then I changed the words here. More comic book things, my little monsters. I quite like that one. Don't blink, you might miss it. So you see how it developed. So I wanted to show you how my diary keeping sort of developed. This was so simple. It was only the small amount of words, an image that I liked, a recording of what the moon phase was, and a little bit of divination. So that was how it developed. There is something else you can do as well, is drawing cartoons. Now, I'm not a cartoonist, but I am going to show you something. 1 second. Okay, so this is an old sketchbook that I had, and I decided one day, 2019, that I would start keeping a daily sort of drawing diary. This is when we were running the restaurant, so I didn't have loads of time, so I would keep this in my bag and I would do drawings through the day, or I would sit at night and do it. So yeah, it was, I really, really enjoyed it when I did it. That was somebody coming in the restaurant having coffee and bringing children in and basically throwing crumbs everywhere. So there's all these different things, you see. There's me relaxing, doing a bit of drawing. So you can, you know, if you don't want to write, you can do little stickmen drawing, anything like that. So, I mean, you know, these are by no means beautiful cartoons, but they were just my way of recording what was happening. And I don't know how long I kept it for. My hair was short then as well. We were putting down some flooring in our flat that was above the restaurant. Yeah, so that's another way you can, you know, you can keep your story. I think that might be it. I think then, yeah. So that's another way, yeah, we can record our mundane life. Now, I'll just show you, if you do use the pages on an iPad or on a tablet for using pencil, you know, the electronic pencils, I use GoodNotes. So if you just get the PDF and click on it to open in GoodNotes, you can then draw on it in there, and that's you know, the type of things that I did on GoodNotes. Again, bits of writing, some photographs, some digital stickers, the PNG stickers, like that. I have done other videos on keeping a diary digitally, so if you want link to that, I can put that at the bottom of here. In fact, I'll find it, and then if you want to do it digitally, you can, like that. So there are the different ways that that you can keep your diary. So I've chosen this way this year because I wanted to just try something different, really, and I wanted to do something that we can do along together. So in my file, you see I've got my my planner here. I did my new adventure workbook, and this is things that help you with your prompts and stuff like that. And if you've not done it already, then you know, by all means, you know, do it. Do it, even if you only do one bit. Anyway, the bit that I was interested in showing you was the tarot adventure map. So to finding your path, the shadows on your path, the light and the gifts that you've got. And so I did my tarot reading, and then from that and from the notes that I made, I distilled that into some little mottos, some little things to remind me through the year. So this is what I did. Filled these out with awaken your sunshine, be clear and confident, slow and steady, build a new life, show your true colours, don't try to be perfect, and let the shit feed your future. So let it be manure for the future. And then I've copied that and I've laminated it and made it into these little prompt things here. I've also printed it as well on sticker paper and turned it into stickers which you could use. So by using these prompts as well within your diary keeping, you can remind yourself and reinforce the work that you've done initially, so that you're staying true to your path for this year. And also, wherever we are, let me find this other bit. There are also, if you've got your word of the year as well, to use that. And I also made these magic mottos. So when you do the work, you know, finding out what it is you want to concentrate on or what you want to remind yourself of, you've got these magic mottos. So these are the ones that I did. So I want to look after my body. So body care is beautiful. Love your tribe, which you know I love you anyway. Dig in and enjoy it. Enjoy the process. There's fun to be had. Remember that you're allowed to have fun. Know what you need. Money is magical. It's not a bad thing. It's magical. That's something I'm learning about. And treats are sweet. So to remind myself of that. So I've also turned those into some stickers. So you can use those in your daily diary as well. Again, this reminder reinforcing what you're actually doing. So, right, I've gone through all the waffle. Now we've got here. So I'll show you the first page that I've done. I've popped it was a new moon when I started this page. I've popped a sticker of that on. I've got a sticker of Star Quest because I was starting the new quest, so I was excited about that, so that's a reminder here. I've used some of the printable stickers that I give you, the sticker sheet. I've cut those out as well, so I've used one here, there and here. I've also found this image here that I quite liked. She looked calm and ready. Yeah, calm. So I like that. So I popped her on. And some words that I've cut out of magazines as well. Think, wish for. There's more stickers here. There was still treasure to be found. I like that bit. And here I've cut out a little bit of torn paper that's got some silver on it. There's a little bit of texture to the page as well. And then the little prompts that I've got, I give you a sheet of them at the beginning. These, now I cut those out and I use those as well through it. So here was how I was feeling, and I've got the date on here. And this is what I saw. This happy post lady, she was one of the happiest people I've ever seen. She looked like she was really enjoying her job, so I did a little doodle of her. This is what we did. Went for a bloody long walk. About killed me. And really just, I doodled on it, a little bit of crayon on there. Welcome the New Year I've written on here. It's really just a little bit of doodling and a little bit of writing and just getting started. So that was the first page. Now this week's page I haven't started yet, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this page generally. I don't know if I'll finish it or not, but I'm going to create this page and speed it up for you to see me creating my page. But I'll tell you what, things I've got ready that I've been finding. So I found this little poem in a magazine I was reading, and I really like that. So I want to get that on the page somewhere. I've got our Zola to remind me about planning and everything step by step. So I want her on the page somewhere. What I did, I dressed her and then popped her on the scanner, and I did a photocopy of her. So I've got her there. I also got this lovely, because it's been very cold here and very frosty, and I found this little image in a magazine as well, and I like that. Somewhere there's some words to go with it, I think. Here. Snow on a twig, a berry imprisoned in ice, the quietness of a frozen lake. How lovely is that? So I want that on there as well, because that's how this week has felt to me. Quiet, stillness, which is the word that we are embracing this month as well. So that's something else to think about. What does stillness mean to you? But really just, I'm going to write on here what's happened to me through the week. And yeah, I've got some stickers of the new printable that I've given out. Priscilla, Steptoe, one step at a time. So I think she's going to go on there, and a little build a plan thing. So, and I've got my little stickers here ready to add to it too. I found that, I quite like that. So that might go on there somewhere. So I am going to do this silently. I am just going to use Pritt stick. I've got my pens. I'll show you the pens that I like to use. There's Uniball eye needle. I've got a pencil crayon in pink. I've got some little bits of clippings of glitter card as well, which I quite fancied doing. So I'm going to do that, leave you in peace and quiet, and you can watch me create this. And I hope it inspires you to get and dig into your diary writing, and just start anywhere. Even if you only write one sentence, try and write one sentence each day. But remember those little things that you've seen or you've heard, because they're the little nuggets, and make you enjoy life. So yeah, I'm off, and I shall get busy.